So I would love to hear a little bit about why you've chosen to build your career as an investor here in New York City. I think it's a very sort of deliberate choice. Obviously, there are other places that you could be, not naming names.
I've always believed opportunities live between fields of expertise, and I find myself really enjoying sort of spending time at those intersections. And it's one of the reasons I've always loved fintech, because I've always really viewed it as a horizontal that kind of cuts across other categories. But I also sort of see it as like a metaphor for New York City, because I think in many ways, New York is known for technology cutting across kind of all of the large incumbent industries here in the city. And I find that the most interesting investments here in New York are those that live, again, at the intersections of technology and finance, or media, or fashion, or biology, or advertising. There's a host of amazing industries and large incumbent businesses here, and a crop of amazing talent. And I think it's just very hard to bet against New York City. I think if you're young, ambitious, you're hungry, of course you're going to come to New York City, and that's, I think, what the city's always been about.
We also talk a lot at USV about New Yorkers as critical optimists, which is something that I really love. I think New Yorkers are like both highly critical, and you have to be an optimist to be here. The city is insane, right? It makes no sense in 100 different ways, and you wouldn't live here if you weren't, both critical and also inherently optimistic. And I think that is such a great fit for starting companies and breathing life into things that don't exist.
When I was growing up in venture, I thought LA actually would be the awesome, number 2 spot. As Mallory, probably you thought for a moment in time.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
But what happened with New York is, if you come here and you join a startup or you start one, you have a couple of years to really, make it happen. Otherwise, the place is unwelcoming. The winters are tricky. It's very expensive. So this attracts a lot of ambition and grind, which are the necessary elements that all of us in the room really thrive upon.
How many people identify as a critical optimist? I feel like that very much resonates with me. It's a great one.